I don't want to harp on him too much. Obviously, being a student at Ohio State, obviously, you see a lot of guys on the football team on campus. You have class with a lot of athletes, so I don't want to just rag on him individually as a person, but just specifically if we're talking about football. This is kind of tough that, you go on social media and you voice your opinions. And the biggest thing that we're seeing a lot of these guys from Ohio State, they're not blasting the university. They're pretty much having issues with the coaching staff. So we're separating university from the football program and just specifically looking at the coaching staff. And his issue, anytime you go to Ohio State, you're a brand. You are basically you're an Ohio State football player. You're going to be known. You get a lot more media attention. Ohio State is, obviously leading the nation in ratings, is up there. I think Alabama's second. That team up north are third in ratings. So Ohio State brings ratings. So you're going to be recognized pretty well. And on one of his social media platforms, he went on there trying to tell recruits at Ohio, or recruits that are interested in Ohio State, or Ohio State is looking at, hey, if you come here, your voice is not going to be heard. And the issue that he had, this guy, he quit at halftime, obviously is well documented. And what he was saying is that you come to Ohio State, they're not going to really listen to your input. He felt like he was on the level of the coaching staff, especially the defensive coaches, and he wanted his voice to be heard. In a way, he's saying like, I want more certain packages designed this way. He's saying basically Ohio State doesn't listen to that, and they don't treat him as an equal, and he wants to be treated as an equal to people that have been doing it, which I don't understand it. This is college football. This isn't the NFL. I know in the NFL they take input from guys in the league, but first of all, the defense wasn't playing that great. That's why a lot of young guys were in, and a lot of older guys were having an issue. He's mad that they weren't really taking his input and really incorporating things that he wanted to the defense that he felt it seems to benefit him, not the overall defense. So he's going on social media saying they're not going to listen to you. Your voice isn't going to be heard. Well, Ohio State, made the college football playoff the last few years. They have been, how many years in a row were they Big Ten champions? How many years in a row did they beat that team up north? So I think they were doing something right. When you're Ohio State players that they recruit, these are 4- and 5-star players that have basically had everything handed to them, and they are the star. They are, the team. They are the guy that is put in the city or wherever they're from, where their word is, their word is final. And I think he struggled at Ohio State with like, hey, you don't have final say here. Maybe in high school, you're a 4 or 5-star, 3, 4, whatever star recruit that you are, you have the final say. You tell your defensive coordinator or your position coach you want things done a certain way, and they go to it because you are the big man and everyone is rooting for you. When you get to Ohio State, there are 4 and 5 stars coming in each and every year that's been recruited. They're being recruited all the time. And he didn't know how to cope with his word not being, listened to. So I don't know so if you transfer to Alabama or if you go anywhere, I don't know what Division I coach is just going to say your specific word is going to be heard over others. I don't really get that. Again, you had your time at Ohio State. It didn't work out. You quit at halftime. If you really wanted your voice to be heard, I don't think quitting at halftime, was the right thing to do. This is something that you should, maybe go talk to the head coach about, but just going on social media trying to just paint Ohio State in a bad light because they won't listen to you specifically about certain things. Maybe they thought about it and it doesn't work. Maybe what you're saying doesn't work. He didn't see that side. He's seen that, hey, what I said, they don't want to incorporate it. So, hey, I'm out. I'm bouncing. I'm leaving. Let's pull it. Let's just leave at halftime. Very tough. But Ohio State is moving, and I'm just surprised that like when things don't go their way, they go to social media and they try to tarnish the football program. But hey, this season, this team is only going to get better. And like Mike Tomlin said, we want volunteers here. We're not keeping nobody here if they don't want to be here. You can leave, and you can leave if you don't want to voluntarily be a part of this team. We've seen that he's leaving. But to do all this, there's really no need. Come on, man.